and welcome to At Home with Melissa. I am not Melissa. We are switching things up today, honey. And we are going to have some good conversation. And I have Melissa McClendon, the one and only Melissa McClendon. And we have Casey Ferrand McGee.
Thank you. Don't forget
Please say the McGee.
Uh-huh.
Joining us today. So we are going to do things a little more casual today. And we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm sorry I don't have any alcoholic beverages for you ladies.
Okay.
But I would have brought some. But so we're just going to chill and kind of talk, and we're going to let the conversation flow. I do have some cards here, but that's because toward the end of the episode, I'm going to do a rapid fire round and ask you ladies some random questions. And you just have to give me the first answer that comes. I don't want you thinking about it.
Okay.
All right. So don't even think about it right now. Just forget I said that.
I have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth throughout this entire podcast.
Good. Well,
That's the best part.
it's raw.
we'll bleep it.
Well, none of that.
But yes, thank you ladies for joining me here today. And so, Casey, we know Melissa, right? Melissa is a real estate strategist, right?
Okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you know, people may not know it. You're much more than a realtor.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And you're also I would like to say a serial entrepreneur.
Yes.
You know, like real estate is one thing, but you also have investments, and you're an author. We have her book here. And also like a mentor, you know, like you mentor, a lot of agents look up to you, and you are so giving and gracious with your time.
Thank you.
Sometimes too much, y'all. I'm like,
Yeah.
But
When you have a servant's heart, though, that's how it
she
be.
does.
It's hard to say
like
no.
literally. So sweet. Like, you know how they say, so sweet, you rot your teeth.
Oh, I
I
like
never
that.
heard that one, but yes,
I'll have to
that
use
is definitely Melissa.
And Casey here, a professional
Media strategist.
media strategist. Okay. But Casey, I think you are also like a connector of people. Like you have such a vast network, which is why you're so successful in media strategy.
Yeah.
And I think you just have an eye for like, this is going to work and this is not going to work. And I'm going to tell you why.
Wow.
You know?
And I can be blunt about it.
Oh, yes. And she, you know, she got a little
gotta
mini
keep it real.
filter. Yes. Keeps it real. And so I think this is going to be a great conversation we're going to have today. And we're just going to kind of let the things flow.
Let it
right?
flow. Let's do it.
So, I guess I'll open up. Is there anything that you saw this morning on Instagram that just kind of said, you know what, I got to talk about that?
I scrolled something, and this is what Instagram is like, a tool for me to find things that I also want to make sure the people who need it get it. So there was a post about how the government is funding sober homes for sober living for people who are coming home from incarceration, and they're paying $1,200 per bed. And that was something that I sent to a client. And that's when you say connecting, it's like, she needs this. I'm going to send it to her. This is something that I can identify the need and send solutions. So she runs a sober living home in Houston. And we were talking just last week about how she was having issues with funding and things of that nature. I was like, perfect opportunity for you to get government funding to supplement the money that it takes to run this home, which is it's one of those mission projects, you know? Yeah, so
Well, you have
I
a
guess
heart
that's the one
and
thing.
Yes, connecting. And what about you? Have you seen anything today that you was like,
Yeah, so I will say I looked at Leslie Turner's info, and I was like, wow, she is somebody that I need to talk to, which we did interview her. But just her story about purpose and about getting raw, getting down raw, like as women, how we're resilient. We have all these things on top of us, all these responsibilities, and sometimes we have to get to the raw of us and figure out what we're dealing with and work through that and help other women.
Yeah, because she, the title of her book was 21 Days to Your Damn Self.
Yes.
Ooh, can we all have that?
Oh, yes.
How do we manifest that?
Yeah.
21 days?
I need that book.
Lord, what I would do for 21 hours, child.
Yes.
To my damn self.
To my damn
But you know, sometimes like sitting, I find that my thing is if I want to not think about something, right? Or I want to like, if I know that I have a lot on my plate, I will intentionally, certain topics, certain things I don't even discuss because I know myself as a woman, I'm an emotional person, and I could turn a minute or like a moment into a month-long spiral, right? Like just mentally, right? And I'm like, one day I was like, girl, you can't afford to do that, because in the event you start thinking about things, and now you're down a rabbit hole. Now you're not
so many rabbit holes.
You are missing client calls. You're just dropping the ball, right? You're just not as sharp.
You're not your best self,
as you should be. And so I guess that's like a little bit of avoidance of it. So you're kind of walking through, or you're moving through this trauma or whatever it is you need to kind of let go of. If you sit with yourself for 21 days,
I would drive myself
crazy. I know. I would. Yeah. But I feel like that work needs to be done. So I'm glad she kind of has it in a book, because maybe it can guide us through it.
What needs to be done?
But,
what needs to be touched on?
Take me through that. How is it going?
Navigate.
Take me through there.
Take me through there.
And I think, especially like not only are we women and carry wife, mother, all these different roles, but entrepreneurs too.
Yes.
Oh, that's heavy.
So, I mean, that's a whole nother level of responsibility.
Insanity.
My husband actually told me last week, he's like, maybe we should have rethought this whole you leaving your job thing. And he's not in my business. My business is solely me. And so he doesn't know like the finances and how things are getting paid for, but stuff still happens. So he probably like, you ain't doing too much working lately. How are these bills getting paid? Like, do I need to send you back to a job? Yeah. And I'm like, no, we good, babe.
Yeah.
Like, entrepreneurship doesn't have to be extremely like full schedules all the time. No, you have that luxury to like say, this week I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna take Monday to like after a full weekend with my kids and my one child. I only have one, but after a full weekend with him and like waking up on Monday trying to get him to the bus at 7, I'm like, I just don't want to do anything for the next 2 hours. And if I want to scroll, I'm a doom scroll. And who gonna judge me?
Yeah.
Who's gonna
Other than my husband walking out the door to his job.
Like, she ain't even got no job. He call you time.
He be calling me out.
Yeah, but you need that though, like that downtime to just say, I'm doing nothing. And I think sometimes like when I have those down moments, it's actually when I get like my best ideas.
Yes.
Because I just give myself my mind time to just rest. Because I think we're just always on a go. Like when I was talking to somebody, I can't remember. Oh no, I wasn't talking to somebody. I saw someone put a note. Michelle, I saw her put a note and she was like, my mind is just always moving and going. And I was like, me too. I responded to it. And it's like, sometimes your mind just needs to stop. So my stop, I'm ashamed to say, I like to watch like stuff on Instagram, like fights. I love it.
Well, you could see them in person if you went to Waffle House.
That too. That part too.
I've seen
a couple videos.
Like anytime I see one, I'm sending it to my husband. Like, babe, you saw this one? It's funny to me. It's part of their brand though.
Yeah, it is. It's part of their brand, and they do it well. But I think so. You watching that is kind of like almost
that is so like. Not you.
Yeah,
like, we would not expect.
Yeah.
But it's like that shift. So like somebody told me they didn't tell me. I saw it on Instagram too, where it's like traveling, right? And they talk about how traveling is when people come back from traveling, they will in relationships that they are in. They will leave jobs. They will because when you're traveling, like your brain is now, it's like, oh, this is a new street. This is a new, so your brain is mentally adjusting to different things versus when you're home, you're almost on autopilot. So now when you're traveling, it's like you're getting new experiences, you're meeting new people, you're seeing new things, and your brain is kind of like,
it opens up possibilities.
Yeah, you got to change some things. Yeah. And so that's probably, is that what the fights do for you?
I think it just lets my mind. Yeah, it just lets my mind relax, and I could crack up laughing. I'm like, oh my God, that was so crazy.
Do you have a certain brand of fighting you like? Is it MMA? Is it boxing?
No, it's like
is it street fight?
It's street fight. Oh, yeah. Like just like somebody walks up. And
I saw one at a parade recently.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't like them in person. I think it was in Houston or Dallas. It was a St. Patrick's Day parade. Somebody got knocked
Houston
out.
and Dallas act up. They acted up this weekend. They really. I'm thinking it's probably people from New Orleans that would be.
Why are you putting that on us?
Well,
my husband was also asking why. Sorry, I love my husband. Burke was also asking why are Black people going to St. Patrick's Day parade?
The same reason why they celebrate Cinco
de Mayo.
So
it's just a chance to go out and celebrate culture and
you know, love our culture.
Yes.
We love it all.
Dang, I had some green beads I could have wore today. Please don't pinch me.
Today is.
It's okay. You good?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I'm not on that.
Did
I don't like going around pinching people.
Me either.
Please
well,
don't.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, depends.
Just walk up to
Who are
random
y'all
people.
pinching? I haven't pinched a person since I got suspended in 7th grade for pinching a little boy on his butt.
Wow. Well, that was extreme, Casey.
I'm reformed.
Okay.
I'm no longer a pincher.
I'm going to ask this question.
Okay.
Because I think this is something people may know about your story, about how you kind of got into entrepreneurship because you fell into it. But what is the moment or experience that pushed you into entrepreneurship?
Who wants to go first?
Well, I started my business in 2019 when I was transitioning out of media as a news reporter. So I was on that cusp of like, I no longer want to be in the news. Okay. But it was also around COVID. So I started building my business then and like still freelancing in media. So CFM Media was born around that time as like the pivot. But I remember going into one of those, what do you say, like, where the boss reviews you, your evaluation or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so they asked me, you know, Casey, you're not coming to the newsroom with, you know, story ideas in the morning anymore. And I just blurted out, you know, it's because I'm not passionate about it anymore. And like when I said that out loud, it was like, okay, well, what we gonna do about it? Like they both were like, them and me were like, okay, so something has to change. You can't continue to go down this path where you're not passionate about it. So that's where I started to build it. But I went into full-time entrepreneurship in May of last year. And y'all gonna be the first to hear this, but my last day at my job, I was working as the chief communications officer for the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office. My last day at the job was the day before 10 people broke out of jail. Girl. So I was the 11th inmate who escaped. And, you know, I actually gave them a 2-month notice.
Oh, that was nice.
I told...
So you didn't go through the little hole?
No, I didn't go through the hole. I actually walked back in to go see the hole that they got out of because they called me and were like, Casey, we need you. I had already packed up my bags. I was ready to go. I was starting my little retirement, my entrepreneur life, and they called me. I got a reporter called me at 9:00 that morning and said, Casey, was there a jailbreak? And I said, not ever. No. What? And the next call I got was the jail calling me and asking me to come help with triaging a situation that had gotten far beyond my control or anyone's control at that point.
I'm telling you, I don't think there's anything anybody could have done about that.
But had I still been there, it wouldn't have gotten, the lack of communication on the front end wouldn't have been so poor.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that was, and then the day after it, I was there for like 12 days. And so that Saturday after, I woke up exhausted and in tears because it was the Lord who gave me the deference to know it's time for you to go. And he told me May 15th. I don't know. It was a Thursday. Well, I'm going to leave on a Thursday. Sure. Yeah. And then the next day that happened. And it was like I was being led to leave to get off of the sinking ship.
Yes.
He wanted to save me from that. And then I was like, Lord, I should hear my little happy tail, ran back up in there trying to help a situation that I can't fix.
I find that, you know, there is something that, you know, they say it's women's intuition, but I believe everybody has it. I think women are just more in tune with it. But even still, like myself, sometimes I will feel something deeply and I'm still like ignoring it. I've gotten so much better at it, but then it's like those type of things, I'm to the point now I'm like, I'm going to just go with what my gut is saying and it'll explain itself later.
It makes sense later.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I multiple times threatened to leave. And I think by the time I actually did leave, they were like, she ain't leaving. Because they had cut my pay by $35,000.
$35,000?
And I stayed through that. They cut me from a chief to a director. I still stayed. Like there were clear indications like, girl, you're not valued here. And even now that I'm gone, I get constantly people calling me saying, Casey, how do I do this? Where's this information? It's not. And the reason I gave them 2 months is because I built something that I wanted to sustain and I wanted to help someone come in and train them and get it to continue on. And they waited to the last week to interview people. And then it was too late by then.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that's
I'm
a
happy
story.
now.
That is
That
a
is a
story.
story.
Should I write the book?
It's
That's gonna be chapter 9 in my
yes.
book.
Yes.
I'm gonna rewrite another chapter.
I
and
need
add
to
it
see
on.
this book.
I mean, yes, it's giving God don't play about you though, because when people was playing with you, and he said, you know what, she's been great, my great servant.
That part.
Now I got the.
I'm gonna get you out of that a day before.
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all. I got something for y'all.
Ooh, girl. Well, they never
goodness.
caught the 11th inmate, thank God.
They not going. They be trying to catch me
They be
back.
trying
I'm
to
not
catch
going.
them
They
back.
trying hard.
Yeah.
They're trying hard, but you're not going back.
You can't go back. I actually like anytime I've been in a job in news, when you're in media, you sign 2-year contracts and you move around. Like I've never been anywhere longer than 2 years until I got to New Orleans and started re-signing like 6-month contracts at WDSU.
Okay.
And so like, and that's a in corporate, I'll say this, like the only way to elevate, you can't stay in the same
Right,
company. You
you
gotta move. You you can't take lateral moves in the same company. Maybe move to a different market, because that's where, you know, your salary increases come.
Yeah.
So yeah, I left the news station at 52,000, and I got plateaued there. They wouldn't promote me to like a anchor position. So I was like, you know what? And so
And it's given a pattern, because
is.
we've seen them kind of drop the ball several times.
We're not going.
well, I did a competing station did call me and ask me to come work there, but at that point I was like, you know, I'm burnt out on it. I don't want to do it no more.
Yeah.
I left there. I ended up going to a nonprofit to run communications for them, and they hired me 5 months pregnant.
Really?
Yeah, and then I left for a 12-week maternity leave, and I came back and they promoted me to director of communications. So like I left the job and came back and got a
Yeah.
promotion.
Director
So
position.
I left there and got double my salary to go to the sheriff's office. And so like every part of the journey has led me to feel more confident in the skills that I've gained through every piece of the like government, nonprofit, communications, corporate, all of it.
Yeah.
Led me to have the confidence to feel like I can sustain myself.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I think all of it was necessary.
It was
the journey.
it's a part of it. Yeah.
It is,
'Cause,
definitely.
Yeah. I think sometimes me specifically, I will have those, like they call it, you know, imposter syndrome, where it's like, can I do this? Is this something? Or you talk yourself out of things that you know you can do. And then it just takes that one person. You never know who that person is going to be. That's going to, like, no, girl, you definitely can do that.
Or you get something that gives you confidence.
Yes.
Like, you know, like I think as an entrepreneur, like something happens, and then when you go through another tough spot, then you look back and you're like, wait, I was able to get over this. Like
Yes.
you were able to overcome so many different things. So I got this.
Yeah.
You know, the next thing I
I'm
know,
built-
I'm
I'm built
gonna
for it.
jump over that hurdle too.
And then like
Yeah.
seeing people like you, or even you, Rashaun, like we worked together when I was still employed on different projects. So like you were out there doing it. So it's like we're laying the roadmap and showing other women that it's
can be
possible.
done.
Yeah.
It can be done.
It's definitely possible. Because I don't know if many people know this. So when Melissa's my very first client. When I was like, I think I was like 7 months pregnant, and or maybe maybe 6 or 7 months pregnant. And I was selling insurance and investments at the time. And I was like, I don't want to go in nobody's house no more. I just couldn't, like, just different smells. And, you know, it just like, and then also I'm like, when you're pregnant, your womb is just so sacred. I'm like, I just don't want to just walk. I don't know
energies
whose
and
energy's been in here. So I'm like, I don't want to do that no more. And so, Brennan was like, why don't you just start running people's social media? You be on social media all the time anyway. And I was like, okay.
He thought he was trying to say something.
You be on social
Trying to
media
be
anyway.
slick.
So I
All right,
literally
watch me.
stayed up. I had a friend of mine that lives in New York. She started managing social media and stuff. So I'm like, girl, like, what do people even charge for that? At the time, she was getting paid $2,400 a month to run somebody's social media. I'm like, well, listen, that's in New York. The people down here are not about to pay that. I stood up all night with her till like 3 a.m, creating packages, creating a logo, doing a website, all of this stuff, because I was just like determined I was not going back to insurance. And so I just put it out there. I made an Instagram page. I put it out there and posted something. Then I had a trip scheduled because I was still traveling and pregnant, okay? I had a trip scheduled to Cancun for my friend's bachelorette party. I get a message from Melissa, and she's like, I want to meet with you about social media. And I'm like, so I'm like, wait, do I know her? So I'm looking, I'm like, I don't know her. We set up a meeting. We met at PJ's. And she's like, look, I don't know I know I need social media help. I don't know where to start. I saw your post. And she's like, I want to grow with you. So if you like, let's grow together pretty much.
Oh,
so we
I
were
love
like
that.
just kind of figuring it out. So I started posting for her. And when I tell you, probably like 80% of my clients came from Melissa, because they were like, well, who is running your page? Like, what is it? And literally just like when I tell you, like figuring it out, because social media is almost like chemistry to me, where it's like, it's a formula, but then sometimes that may not work or it changes, right? So what your audience may like, somebody else's audience may not like. So primarily, majority of my clients were realtors in the beginning. And they will all say, well, if you're running her page, how are you going to do mine different? I'm like, because same reason why people will do business with you and maybe not her. It's like, we're selling your brand, like your personality, right? So that's kind of how that happened. But, yeah, we've been working together since literally the inception of, and sometimes I'll go back in my, like my folders, and I'm like, girl, that is what you were charging. Like you were charging like, and for what you were giving too. Like it was just, but it was all of that I needed to know to continue on. Like I've pivoted so much. And then after COVID, when the interest rates were like 0%. So real estate was booming. Okay. After COVID, it was like, okay, when them interest rates went back up, there was one day I lost 7 clients in one day. And so I'm like, all right, we got to pivot. Like, what, who is this? Like, what?
But then you also had realized your value by then. Like, you see the value you're bringing to a client by promoting their brand, creating visibility, and consistency and messaging. And I'm sure it made your numbers. My invoice is gonna be a little higher now. Don't play with me.
Yes. And so then I got into like learning how to build websites, because I'm like, you have to offer something else. So it just that the things that you go through, of course, when you were getting those texts, because it wasn't even calls, it was texts like, girl, I can't even. There's no notice because I can't pay my bills. So I'm like, what you gonna do with that? So in that moment of like not feeling defeated for long, but just like, okay, well, what's next? What do we do now? How do we move around this? And I just thank God for that mentality of not giving up or not. And it just takes a certain level of something. I don't know what we got in us.
Yeah, but that's that thing when you talk about the moment when it was, it's that you're in that pressure cooker. Like you got to make it work. I cannot stay in this position long. Like I think March of last year, I had posted something about, I was laying across the bed with my computer and my husband was playing on the video game. And I was like, manifesting my 6-figure business. And I posted that. And like, because I knew it was in me. Yeah. Something told me I needed to go. And, that thing that's building up inside of you. It's going to have to boil out at some point.
Yes.
And so, we going to make it cook.
Yes. We're gonna make it cook. And to your point, talking about how a lot of people had to let you go, I think that's a force for me. That's something that pushes me, is that I have people that their livelihood depends on me succeeding. So a lot of times, like, it's a lot of pressure. But at the same time, it's like, I know I gotta succeed so I can make sure I can keep you. I can keep other people that are working with me, because it's my responsibility. That's how I really feel like it. And, that's the part of service. Like what Leslie, we were talking about, and she's like, my purpose is to serve others. And so I feel like that too. My purpose is to work with people like you, or work with other people that I work with. Like we're connected, and I can't just let you down.
I have a community I've built called the Leverage You Academy, where I coach business owners, entrepreneurs, creatives on how to utilize media and visibility to get more exposure, increase their impact, income, and influence. And so in that, like, there's so many people who get on those sales calls with me, and I'm like, I just want to help you. And I don't care if you can pay my price, just pay what you can. Get in this community, get access to this information, because there's so much value in what they have to offer, and I don't want the world to miss out on seeing it. And that's where the passion for me is now, and like building the businesses, building the brand, so that they can get what they're worth, but also make sure that the world has access to them.
Yes.
I love that.
Because it goes beyond you.
Yeah. I love that. Making sure the world has access to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just made that up.
Yeah.
I like it.
Clock it.
Yeah. I love it.
I met a girl talking to me about cybersecurity and cybersecurity. And basically they were like, I have zero interest in cybersecurity. I didn't care, but I got into it because she's like, there are so many people that I love that it affects that somebody has to get the information to them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, that's really like, I have no desire to really know about it, but I'm like, but you do, because AI has gotten to the point where it's just cloning your voice. Like somebody was saying that they got a call and was like, hey, this is such and such with Chase Bank. Just to confirm, this is your social, blah, 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 blah. So the person on the other line is like, well, wow, if you know my social, then you must be, this must be a legit call. It was not a legit call. So at that point now you're getting scammed. And so they were just talking to me just on a surface level about your passwords, right? And why each password should be different and super complex. And the only reason if you can remember your password is too easy, right? Regardless of what it is. I don't care if you got an @ or exclamation point. If you can remember it, is. So we had somebody in there and they were like, well, I'd be thinking like nobody's ever going to guess this password. Like like nobody would guess it, because you're thinking that you're going up against a person.
Right.
You are going up against a supercomputer, and that supercomputer can do super things. So for example, if your favorite website, let's say Hulu, is hacked, right? They have a data breach and you have your username and password for that. They are going to, most people, that's their username and password for 99 different other things. So what they're going to do is they're going to put that username and password into a database and they're going to run it. When I tell you I could not sleep last night, I'm like changing my password. So you have to have a password manager in order to do this, because it is just so sophisticated now, the way in which they can get your information. And do God know, because if you're calling me with my social, then I was talking to my cousin. She said back in the 90s, you would put your social on your driver's license.
Yep.
What?
Yep. I remember that.
And not only that, I feel like the 80s and 90s were a breeding ground for identity theft, because not only did you have your social on your driver's license, even checks. I'm giving you my check and it has all the information you need to pull money out of my account. It has my my address on it. It has my routing number. You could run an ACH draft and we just be giving them out.
Yeah. Oof.
Like, is this a setup?
It's more things for us to worry about.
Yes, I just gave you something to stress about, but I'm just saying, it was very...
She gonna go watch some more fights on Instagram.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It will be fine.
It'll be all right.
Fine. Trust me, I won't be stressed. By the end of the day, I'll be laughing.
Right. But I was just like, so anyway, I said all that to say she was like, listen, it affects me, but I have grown up in the age where, like, when in first grade we had computers, but like you think about our parents, it's so much information for them to take in, to grow through that technology boom, that she's like, this is really who I'm learning it for.
Yeah, I actually I'm in grad school now.
Oh, really?
Because for that same reason, like, the more I learn, the more I can pour into the women who are coming through my community, or the people who are in my sphere of influence. And so I went back to grad school to get my MBA, to learn more about business.
Yeah.
How to grow the business, how to market the business, how to manage sales, and to do discovery, to understand what's your ideal client and like what's their pain points, all those deep things, which helps not only me, but it helps those people around me.
Yes.
And it makes you a better entrepreneur, I think. Like the because you're managing a business. Yeah, so that MBA is gonna take you to an even higher level.
Yeah.
It's
gonna raise my price again.
Yeah, the price is going
Clock
going up.
Yeah,
it's going up. They're gonna keep going up.
It has to, because you got to pay the student loans.
Yeah.
I do,
You know
right?
what I'm
I do have to pay that back.
Yeah.
But I do say, a guy explained it to me like this. He's like, the reason why I charge so much for what I learned, what I'm teaching you, is because I had to pay so much to learn it.
Yeah.
Not only in dollars, but just the time. And I'm learning a bunch of stuff, but then not only do I have to make it digestible for you to understand it, because and that all of that takes time. So
think about the value you put into paying for your college degree. That costs something. But like after that, you have to continue learning, because you're going to stay right there if you don't continue. Not the on-job on the job learning, like finding curriculum, finding courses, finding things conferences.
Yes.
Yeah. Professional development. Use that. Your company pays for it. Use that professional development while you're on their job.
Yeah.
To build something else, to build something for you and your family and your legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I went to a women's conference, I think it was last week, and the people on the panel were so powerful, and I walked away like with a new desire with my business and just a whole new network of women, because you meet so many phenomenal people when you attend those things. So
Yeah.
always learning
How they run in their systems. I feel like that is one thing that I would love to just master is having a system for, that's the only way you can really scale. I think I have gotten out of my mind that I cannot do this, and I do not want to do this by myself anymore. I want to put people in place. Because also that is a way to give back. Like I have a client and she talks about learn all you can, earn all you can, and return all you can. And so right now she's in a phase of her business or her career where she's returning all she can, because she's like, I learned everything, I'm retired now, and now I'm returning everything I have back. And so she has a master class where she teaches women, Black women specifically, about how to get on boards and, you know, how she went through the corporate ladder and things like that. And so I'm thinking of her philosophy of like, I'm kind of in the learn all I can phase going into my earn all I can phase. But in order for me to do that, I can't be in my business all the time.
You got to have strategic partners.
Yeah.
That's,
I can't
that's
be
a
in
message
it.
for me.
Yeah, like you can't. And it's hard to delegate those things because especially if you're like an overthinker, you're always thinking like, are they going to do it like me? And it's like, they may not.
But that's why
They
your
may not,
systems
but
and
it's okay.
your
That's
POS,
why-
POS
exactly.
is all about creating systems for the next person to follow.
to follow. Because
That's
it's
your
really,
success, your
yes,
system. Yeah.
All you have to do is read and execute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is it.
And so I think that's just a little nugget I have to just remind myself of all the time. Like, girl, you can't do this all.
You can't do it by yourself.
Why would you want
That's
to?
why we need community.
Yes.
And that's why I'm so grateful to you
Yes.
ladies. Getting me out of my little house and my work from home life and
Yeah.
putting on a dress and some makeup. I did my hair for y'all.
Oh, yes. We love it too.
She did her hair, y'all, and it's cute. Okay, so we're gonna switch. We talking a lot, and we're gonna do this rapid fire real quick.
Okay.
Real quick.
Because the ladies got places to go. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna have y'all pick a category. Ooh. So you'll pick one and you'll pick one.
Okay.
All right. Pick a number 1 through 5. So you're not gonna know the category, but it's 1 through 5.
Okay.
So what's your number?
3.
3. Okay. And
5.
Okay. So yours is business, money, and mindset. That's your category.
Okay.
And then 5 is the future you for you. Okay. So we'll start with Casey.
Oh, gosh.
What would you tell your younger self?
Yes, you can.
Boop.
Clock
Do
it.
I elaborate? I'm just
No,
going to leave
that's
it there.
it.
Yes,
That's
you can.
rapid fire. I like that
I like it too.
because I think so many times you just need that reassurance. Like, no,
You
can
stop
do it.
doubting.
Keep
Yes.
going.
Believe in yourself. Everybody else see it. Why don't you?
yes,
Yes, you can.
Business, money, and mindset. What is one business mistake that you're grateful for?
Being very careful about who you partner with.
Yeah,
So difficult lessons.
yeah, hard, expensive lessons too.
Oh, that.
But then you like, needed that.
Yeah, needed that.
I'm gonna do one more for each one of y'all. What are you building that people don't see yet?
You want me to talk about it?
I would just give us a little snippet.
Well, I shared a little bit about, the I'm building my MBA degree.
Yeah.
I am also building, y'all gonna hold me to it if I say it. I want to relaunch my podcast. As part of my Leverage You Academy, I want to give people who are in my community a space to share their stories. So me being a journalist who, I loved it. I always loved what I did. I think I want to create that space again of having my podcast to allow my clients to be featured on my own show
That
and
is
use my platform, right?
Yes. Well, you have two guests that may want to come on and
you know,
talk about
just
a few
saying,
issues.
I might
just
have a
saying.
beautiful set too.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we are. I needed to be here today.
Yes. So yeah. Yes, it didn't happen by accident.
Exactly.
Everything happens by. I don't think
by
nothing is.
design.
Yes. No. What is the smartest risk you've ever taken?
Betting on myself and quitting my job and becoming an entrepreneur.
What was your job?
I worked in oil and gas. I was like doing well design. And I quit that
Engineering.
good job, girl. That was
Good
a good
job.
job.
With
That
the
was a
good
good job.
Girl, I had that good government job too, and I quit it. So
It was a good job.
Yeah.
But I quit it, and I said, I'm going to bet on myself.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
So, yeah.
Do you know that Melissa got her real estate license because she wanted to sell her own house?
Yeah.
Like, who
That was
does
just me
that?
being me.
Like, who does that?
It's like, I can't sell my house. I'm going to get
I'm
my
like,
license. I'm going to
She
sell
said,
it myself.
yes, I can.
I'm going
When
to
she
sell it
told that
myself.
story, I said, you know
That's
what?
crazy.
That's my type of chick.
Well, that's how these things happen. Like
Yeah.
you do something for yourself, and then you like teach others how to do it, or you do it for others. So
Yes.
yeah, that makes perfect
You're
sense.
solving a problem. So,
Solving a problem.
well, I have enjoyed hosting, guest hosting
Thank you.
at home with Melissa.
Thank you.
If you people are joining us for the first time, welcome. And we would love for you to subscribe. Click the little button below. And then also follow, ladies, Melissa, it's...
Melissa _McClendon.
And Casey.
And it's Leverage You Academy on Instagram.
And it is NextGen PR Group, or About Her Business. 'Cause that's what she's about.
That part.
She's about her business. So, super excited for these podcast episodes that we are interviewing entrepreneurs, having good, wholesome, fun conversations, and just kind of like letting our little hair down. Not me, because I just have 2 scoops, but you ladies can.
You making me want to go short again.
You ladies can let your hair down.
Yeah.
And just have a good time. So thank you guys for joining At Home with Melissa McClendon, Rashaun Harris, and Casey Ferrand McGee.
Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Rashaun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.